Hey guys, what's up? It's Melkazonki and welcome to a new video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about hard mode dungeoneering. So what is hard mode dungeoneering? After you complete the Elite Daemonheim tasks, which have a lot of requirements associated with them, including some pretty tough ones like 86 divination, I believe, and you need around 95 smithing and 95 dungeoneering, so there's some really high levels in order to unlock hard mode dungeoneering. But after you do unlock it, you can do hard mode, and every single time that you do hard mode, when you start up a dungeoneering floor, what happens is every single door is a guardian door, and also the monsters that spawn have a really high chance to spawn as their max level. They don't always spawn as their max level, but when they do, which is 138 for most creatures and level 141 for Forgotten Warriors, then you'll see a lot of monsters that are really high level, and they will give a lot of experience when killed. So why this is a good thing is it does lead to quite a bit of combat XP to be had if you want to train up your combat in dungeoneering. So there are some reasons why I haven't talked about that in the past. I don't believe hard mode dungeoneering is a great way to train combat, mostly because of the really high requirements, and also because you're not getting any drops, no charms or anything like that, but you do get dungeoneering XP and tokens, which some people very well may be interested in, and so I thought I would explore this a little bit more. I did get this suggested on my last video, the level 120 range guide, that I should have talked about hard mode dungeoneering, and the main reason I didn't is, of course, because of the requirements, and because of the fact that if you don't switch weapons in dungeoneering, it's kind of hard to kill some enemies and it takes a while to kill them. And of course, when you're training combat, for most people, you're only working on one combat style, so you're probably not switching weapons. And that's why I decided to only use range during this particular dungeon, see how good the XP was if you don't switch weapons. Now, the best way to do hard mode dungeoneering, of course, is to bring like a level 99 range weapon and a level 99 staff as well, because monsters that are weak to mage, you have a hard time hitting them with range. And in that instance, it would be smart to switch weapons, but then you're getting magic XP, you're not getting range XP, so you're training two different styles, which typically isn't the best thing to do if you're, for example, going for 120 range or something like that. But hard mode dungeoneering is still, even if you don't switch weapons, a really good way to train combat. So the most interesting thing about this is, since you're killing so many monsters on the dungeoneering floor, you get a really, really good XP drop at the end, because how much dungeoneering XP you get per floor is partly based on how many monsters you kill, and you're also doing a medium floor, so you get quite a bit of XP doing that as well, if you're doing solo at least. And also in hard mode DG, the boss has a lot more HP, does more damage, and of course what we're really interested in, he gives a lot more combat XP per kill. So in total, the dungeon took me 25 minutes. It's definitely possible to do more of them per hour once you get a little bit more experience with how hard mode DG works. And also, it just depends on the doors you get. This was a really, really trolly floor in particular. But let's say if you do 2.5 of them per hour, I got 187,000 total combat XP for this floor. So that's around 450,000 total XP per hour if you're doing 2.5 of these medium floors per hour. And also 50,000 Dungeoneer XP for this floor, and it's only a frozen floor, so it's a lot more than that if you're doing some higher level floors. Definitely if you're getting up into the occult and the warped range, it's going to be over 200,000 Dungeoneer XP per hour just doing these hard mode, because there's such good Dungeoneer XP since you're killing everything and getting a really good modifier. So in total, this can be over 600,000 total experience if you combine up the combat XP and the Dungeoneer XP per hour. And it's a pretty good way to train if you need Dungeoneer XP and you also need combat XP and you need tokens. So if you're someone that's not too worried about charms or drops from monsters, but you're working on combat and you want to do Dungeoneering at the same time, I know that's a really, really niche circle of people who probably feels that way, but this might be worth checking out, and it's definitely something that I might consider doing in the future when doing these daily Dungeoneering challenges, is doing hard mode Dungeoneering instead. It's also a trimmed completionist cape requirement to do every single floor on hard mode, so it's never a bad idea to get that done. But anyway, thanks for watching this short video, just exploring hard mode DG and seeing how it's going. It looks like pretty good combat XP, definitely not the best way to train your magic or range or whatever, but it is a method that's out there. So anyway, I'll see you guys the next time with the next video. Farewell.